I'm by the name of Hajirule Ibrahim, the current chairman of Gombe Hospital, and I'm here to appreciate the work being done by the engineering brigade. A projection which was made by His Excellency the President of Uganda. Gombe Hospital and Butambala in general has really benefited very much from this project. We started with the staff quarters, which we are dilapidated. Those ones, some are being renovated. In fact, majority are being renovated. But even the new block where we are now, it is as a result of that particular directive of the President. We are really grateful for this work because we have realized and learned very many lessons. One of them, you can realize value for money from a better supervised work. And this is what the engineering brigade is doing. I'm happy to inform you that all the money being given or spent by the government is missing only one item. The item is monitoring and evaluation. And I think that's why the engineering brigade is producing good work, because it is being checked from those points. Secondly, the quality of work has really defeated many of the so-called engineers who gave us some fake work. It is first-class work, and we are sure if this one is maintained, we are likely to benefit most. Currently, the staff quarters are done in terms of renovation. The buildings which we are proposed to us are already in place, and we are only lacking more facilities to be put in. But as a student of Oliver Twist, we are requesting the President to give us more, because Gombe has got two issues. It is serving very many areas, Busuju, Gombe, even some from Kampala are coming here. And two, we need really to be upgraded, because if the hospital is being upgraded, we shall get very many other incentives in relation to that. Other than that, we are really grateful, and we are happy to inform you that now Butambala, I think, is becoming stable in terms of health facilities, using Gombe as a good example.
I take this opportunity to thank the Updf Engineering Brigade for the services they have offered to our district, Butambala, and particularly to Gombe Hospital. Recently, we have had many projects, and actually I thank the government of Uganda. So far, Gombe Hospital has received more than 12 billions in the renovations. And to cut the story short, the two projects that UPDF has worked on, we have seen a tremendous difference in terms of quality and even time spent on the projects. On other projects, we had issues. They could call you at night, people taking cement, people stealing this. But with UPDF, it has never happened. And we thank them for that. Two, at times we may not blame these other contractors because of the process they go through in bidding. And we thank the President for bringing on board the UPDF, because their contract is direct and there is no that process. You know, a lot of money is lost during that process, and you find a contractor who is having a contract of 3 billion. By the time is at the site, the money is almost lost in different parts.
I must say people of Butambala are so welcoming. If not, we would be having a lot of wrangles, push and pull. But they are so welcoming and they loved us.
We take this opportunity to thank the President of Uganda, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Minister of Health, and UPDF Engineering Brigade for the tremendous support that has been given to Gombe Hospital. So far, we have received up to a tune of 12 billions in terms of renovation of the hospital. And this money has been used in a phased manner to renovate the infrastructure in the hospital. For every phase of the renovation, we have also been using part of the money to partially equip the hospital to improve the equipment that we use in the hospital. So I really want to take this opportunity to thank the President and the government of Uganda and the Minister of Health for this tremendous support. So that money has been used to renovate the infrastructure of the hospital as a whole, but also to improve the staff housing conditions. So majority of the staff houses have been renovated and the remaining 56 housing units are also under renovation at the moment. Improving the housing conditions of the staff actually motivates them to work better and to improve the quality of services that they are offering to the patients, because now they'll be able to stay nearby and be able to come to work on time, but also to work during the weird hours of the night. You know, we have emergencies any time of the day. So this is very good and it is going to help improve the quality of services, especially the timeliness of the services. Also, improving the infrastructure of the hospital improves the working environment. Previously, the hospital was in a dilapidated state, but at the moment, all the buildings in the hospital have been renovated and they're in good condition. So when you look at the environment where we work from, it has greatly improved. Furthermore, part of this money has been used to construct a new MCH block. This was constructed by the UPDF Engineering Brigade, but they also constructed 16 staff housing units.
Okay, I'm Lieutenant Amonariho, the site engineer for Gombe. I've been here so far for 1.5 years, and the first contract was to build the MCH and the staff houses. This contract was for 1 year, and we did it within that very 1 year. We are ready for handover, and the structures were commissioned by the Saba Minister, the Prime Minister, Robin Anabanja. Now currently we are handling renovations of around 20. There are 20 blocks. All of them are staff houses and are going to accommodate 56 doctors. By the time I came, the construction was for the MCH block and the 16 housing units, the storage structure. And as you see, we started with excavation here to put up the MCH, and following the BOQs and all the architectural drawings, the structures are in place and already in use.
And another issue, we thank the team, because they have a monitoring team which has always come and interacted with the leaders. There is a project which the first project, I remember one time Honorable both and the team came here and they interacted with us, and we are always with all the leadership in the district, and we appreciate UPDF for the work. I've seen another issue, because the UPDF has interacted well with the people of Butambala, and I have seen a tremendous change in terms of recruitment. Before, you normally have UPDF recruitment, and before we couldn't get anyone. But these recent two recruitments we have managed because of the interaction of these soldiers with the community. Maybe the people have appreciated and they want now to join UPDF because of the discipline and everything they do. And they have always brought even our people on board to work with them and even to supply. Other suppliers in other projects, we used to have strikes here. Someone supplied, he has not paid, the money is taken, but that issue we have not seen it with UPDF. So we thank the government. A lot has been done on Gombe Hospital, and I think there's going to be an improvement in the services delivered to our people in Butambala and the district at all. You know, Butambala, this is a general hospital, but Gombe Hospital is serving this region. We get people from Mpigi district, you get people from Mitiana, people from Gombe and Sembabule. And that is why even sometimes many people are wondering why the deliveries, drug deliveries and everything is always, it takes just a small time, because we are looked at as Butambala district, but we serve the whole of this region. So we thank you, UPDF and the government and the head of state for seeing this and bringing UPDF on board.
Oh, right now, I must say they must see what the Engineers Brigade is doing. They are learning by seeing what we do. They thought being a soldier is only moving around with a gun. No. That's why they said they are professionalizing the army. We have the doctors, we have the medics. So it's now high time the engineers also shows what they can do.
We started around 2002, but when you see the work being done, buildings are constructed in 1.5 years, others 8 years. The work is timely and quality work. We are not complaining. We are saying all this because we have been on the ground, we have been really supervising. For me, as Hajile, I admire quality, and I've been emphasizing the point of seeing that what is being delivered here is quality work, and we have received it.
The new MCH block has helped us a lot to actually improve the quality of maternal and child health services that we are offering to the mothers in Butambala district. Previously, all maternal and child health services were being offered in the same space where our HIV clinic is, and this was compromising a lot on the privacy of patients. It was really hard to cancel patients in that small area. And many patients would find it hard to come and seek for services in this area. So with the new block being constructed, it helped us a lot to actually decongest the old block, but also most importantly to improve the privacy and confidentiality of patients. So this is going to really increase retention in care for these patients, because now they will feel comfortable to come and seek our services. But also the new MCH block creates a bigger space for us to offer maternal child health services. In this block, we are able to do antenatal care for mothers, we're able to do immunization, we're able to do cancer of the cervix screening, we're able to do ultrasound scans for pregnant mothers. It has a standalone laboratory, so we are able to test samples from mothers during antenatal care. And when you look at it overall, this is actually getting all services under one roof, and that helps to reduce the amount of time mothers spend waiting for care, because before they would have to wait at the main laboratory to wait for their results. Now that they have their own laboratory, this makes life easy for them, and it also reduces the burden of waiting for results and ensures timely offer of services. Furthermore, the renovation of staff houses increases the number of staff that can be accommodated close to the hospital, and that actually reduces the walking distances and the cost that health workers face in terms of footing and coming to work every day. So I really appreciate the government of Uganda for this tremendous contribution in terms of infrastructure improvement, but also in terms of equipping the hospital, so the quality of services that we offer are actually getting better.
Currently, I'm handling renovation of the 20 staff houses, and I expect them to be finished before this year ends. That is around November. MCH stands for Maternal Child Health Block. It handles pregnant mothers and the newborn babies. As the doctors will explain, it accommodates a number of people, mostly mothers and also men, on family issues.
Then I want to appreciate the Updf brigade for the work that they have done, because when you look at the quality of services, the quality of work that has been done in terms of construction of the MCH block and staff housing units, it is really good quality work. They are doing good work, and they did it in a recordable time of 1 year, which is really very good, because we were able to actually occupy these spaces as soon as they had finished constructing them. So that is very helpful. And also our working relationship with the Updf has been very good. Previously, we had so many fairs. We had not really interacted with Updf before, but from our interaction with the Updf, they have been very responsive. Wherever there is a question or we have a challenge, we easily communicate with them. The site manager is very close to us, the project manager is too close to us, and whenever we have a challenge, we easily communicate, and this is has made our working with them very easy, and actually has ensured that we don't have many complaints about their projects, because whenever we have a question, we come together and we discuss and agree, and we move forward. But also specific about Updf projects, their supervision is actually also very remarkable, because unlike other projects, when Updf brigade is doing a project, we see them being supervised all the way from the ministry, but we also have supervision at the district level. And I think this is one of the things that enables them to actually maintain the standards of the work that they are doing, because I had never seen a Minister of Defense actually monitoring these projects happening, but I saw him in Gombe looking at what was being done, and this is a good check. There is closeness between the ministry and the Updf brigade, and that really helps to ensure that everything is done as planned.
In Gombe, the MCH, this is the structure of its own. We have just built it and it is in use alongside the staff house, which is already also accommodating the medics of Gombe. We are running these projects concurrently, the MCH and the 16 housing units. We used 11 months, because one would say, let me do this only the MCH for example, a year, then I also did the other one for a year. But due to the fact that the Updf Engineers Brigade has enough manpower, we ran these projects concurrently, and we were able to finish within a period that was given in the MOU.
Value for money is our major monster now, which we are supposed to struggle for, and the engineering brigade has made it. Time for the construction also is another factor, and above all, monitoring and evaluation. And I emphasize monitoring and evaluation. This one is what has made even this engineering brigade to work properly, because for them, according to their set structures in terms of management, They have liaised with the community, and we are having it. What is missing? The other people who are agitating against it, some of them are politicians. And at the end of it all, they realize the usefulness of these projects because they are non-discriminative. They really cater for each and everybody, including their own voters. But I think the government is missing one thing, leave alone the monitoring and evaluation, but even giving these particular projects to enough publicity matters because the public is not aware. And what we are coming up with now, I think, would give us the impetus of knowing what is on the ground.
Service delivery, we know we have always been monitoring, and so far Butambala is doing well in terms of service delivery in schools, hospitals, and even projects like roads. And we thank the government because for the last 2 financial years, Butambala has always been looked at in a different way. Like last year, we got 1.5 billion for roads, which money we have managed to supervise. And this year, we have got another billion. And we thank the government that next year they are going to give us an addition 1 billion, which is going to cater for Bolo sub-county, Gombe, and Uganda.
We still have a significant human resource gap, and this is one of the hindering factors towards service delivery. So we want to request for more support, and then also to request that
these old structures are under renovation. So far we have changed the roof, we have done the ceiling, the wiring. Now we are finishing with the interior, then after we shall paint and the work will be ready for handover to the end users.
Do you encounter any challenge during your works?
There are no challenges because engineering gives the solutions to the problems. So we don't treat them as problems. We just give solutions to those difficulties. The required drawings and all the details we are given. For the other structure, each house unit is supposed to accommodate 1 doctor, and it has a sitting room, it has 2 bedrooms, the kitchen, and the toilets inside. So they are 16 in number, and it can accommodate 16 doctors.
And in the interaction we have had with the Major Kagame, we pray, it is our prayer that at least the government gives us everything that we need so that they live at once.
So the public, let it come up, support these projects. Those who are going to occupy them, let them use their support by sustaining them well, and above all, deliver the services because they are made for the benefit of the wananchi. We want service delivery, which must be improved in this hospital.
To Updf, we thank you for the services, and where you have really changed the image. And I know if we had the people who are patriotic, because I know when the president always talks about patriotism, and if we are talking about patriotism, this is one of the sector. When you come to serve the people, serve them with the one heart. You are serving the nation. We are serving the people of Uganda so that we move forward. 2, I encourage the residents of Butambala to use these equipments and facilities very well. We thank the president, we thank the government, we thank the Updf and the leadership of Butambala for the good interaction we have had, which has managed us to have these facilities.
I'm so grateful and honored that I was among the people who got opportunities to do such projects. I thank them very much, and most especially to His Excellency, the President of Uganda, who gave the UPDF the opportunity to do these works, and also to exercise what we learned, to practice what we learned in the schools. And we promise that we shall not let him down. We shall do as required, and we make sure we uplift his name and the name of the country.